When did you know you wanted to become like a biology teacher or a teacher in general?
I didn't. I still don't. Kind of a horrible thing to say, but I always thought that this was just a job in transition while I was waiting for a real job. So it's really been fun. It's been a blast. You guys are amusing. You're annoying.
With all your expansive knowledge about how to kill people with various substances, we have to ask you, have you killed anybody before?
I can't answer that question on the grounds. Well, no, I've not. I've not even been tempted, although admin every once in a while gets me close to the tempted level. And the whole purpose of that would be you wouldn't want someone to know. So I couldn't ever tell you. They just died of mysterious circumstances. So then how would you know I haven't killed someone? Am I lying now or am I lying back?
Tell us about your near-death experience with electricity.
Yeah, it's toxic. We actually have a device in the department now that's named after me. It says the death machine. Well, the one that we have is homemade, and I had forgotten. Well, I didn't even think about it, to be quite honest. There was no thought in my head that the electrodes on it are unshielded. I'm putting both of my hands on the side and turning the switch on. It created a circuit through me, and it started to singe eyebrows, and my hair stood up on end. I started yelling help, and my eyes flashing in front of me, and I'm thinking, gosh, my daughter, I'm not going to see her grow up. And I'm trying to think, well, how do you get out of this? Because it's like the world's most powerful magnet. You can't physically take your hands off. So no one knew what to do, and eventually I just started walking backwards, yelling help. I unplugged it some.
Is there anything else about you that's interesting that you think we might want to know?
Why would I tell you something interesting? It just would get me into trouble.
Crazy.
I almost fell off a cliff one time. It's quite close to skydiving. No, I haven't skydived. Not skydiving. Went to a military college, which is a bit odd. It was all male at the time, which is also a bit odd. So I went from a very low restrictive environment to a very high restricted environment. And so all of these things are odd, and they make for interesting stories, like throwing jellyfish off at the top of the building and people on guard duty. Not that I would have any knowledge of that. Introducing fire hazards into the building. Not that I would have any knowledge of that. You know, things like that, normal things. Graduate school, did we do anything weird? Almost burned down the lab. Yeah, working with an explosive, that was fun. It exploded. I chased a radioactive hamster behind the counter. I had to go underneath the counter and get it. It could have been bad. You know, things that everybody does.